member of the mob. Really don't know why they signed her, but they did. As they signed Brianna Turner to complete their roster. You gotta ask yourself why. Indiana fans are not happy. Obviously, Caitlin Clark had to say yes to this decision.
You're scrolling through your social media feed, sipping your morning coffee, when a notification lights up your screen like a flare in the night sky. The Indiana Fever, that WNBA franchise you've been rooting for, just dropped a bombshell. They've signed Brianna Turner, a defensive juggernaut with a resume that sparkles like a championship trophy. On paper, it sounds like a slam dunk, a move that could fortify the Fever's roster and propel them toward their first title in years.
One, Brianna Turner from the Indiana Fever, firing shot.
But then you dig a little deeper, and the plot thickens faster than a soap opera. Turner, it turns out, isn't just bringing her rim-protecting prowess to Indianapolis. She's hauling a suitcase full of controversy, a history of social media spats, and a fan base already sharpening their pitchforks. Welcome to the drama that has Fever Nation in a frenzy. On our YouTube channel, we're diving headfirst into this whirlwind, unpacking why this signing has fans fuming, what it means for Caitlin Clark's championship dreams, and whether head coach Stephanie White just made the worst decision of her career, or a sneaky brilliant one. Buckle up because this is about to get messy. Let's set the stage. The Indiana Fever have been on a roller coaster ride in recent seasons, but 2025 was shaping up to be their year. With Caitlin Clark, the generational talent who's been rewriting record books since her college days at Iowa, leading the charge, the Fever were poised to make noise. Clark's rookie season was a revelation. Her court vision, her logo threes, her ability to elevate her teammates made her the cornerstone of a franchise desperate for a turnaround.
Almost 24 hours we have got without the Fever's new signing attacking Fever fans.
The front office, led by General Manager Amber Kelly and Coach Stephanie White, seemed to be playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers. Free agency was their playground, and they were signing players left and right like collectors snagging rare Pokemon cards. Fans were buzzing, already mapping out parade routes and dreaming of hoisting that WNBA trophy. The Fever were the team to beat, and the vibe in Indianapolis was electric. Every move was met with cheers, every signing a step closer to glory. And then, like a needle scratching across a vinyl record, the Fever announced Brianna Turner as their latest addition. Cue the chaos. Now let's be clear, Brianna Turner is no slouch. A two-time WNBA All-Defensive First-Team member, an NCAA national champion with Notre Dame, and a rebounding machine who can swat shots like she's playing volleyball, Turner is the kind of player who can change a game without touching the ball. She's a rim protector, a hustle incarnate, a defensive stalwart who thrives in the paint. Her stats tell a story of dominance, double-digit rebounds, blocks that send opponents back to the drawing board, and a knack for being in the right place at the right time. On paper, she's the perfect complement to Clark's offensive wizardry, a player who can clean up the glass, lock down the opposing team's best big, and give the Fever the grit they need to compete with the league's heavyweights. So why, you ask? Are Fever fans acting like the front office just traded their championship hopes for a bag of magic beans? The answer lies not in Turner's game, but in her social media footprint, a trail of tweets and clapbacks that have left fans seething and questioning the Fever's judgment.
We gotta talk about the Fever's new sign, Brianna Turner. And the feelings are definitely mixed about this one. Dominic says, I hope it works out. Not a fan of this pick. Ice Mountain's better said she's a good defender. That's what they need, honestly.
To understand the fan base's meltdown, we need to rewind. For the past year, Brianna Turner has been a one-woman wrecking crew on social media, particularly when it comes to Caitlin Clark, the Fever, and their legion of supporters. Every time Clark dropped 30 points or Iowa played a nationally televised game, Turner was there, firing off tweets that ranged from subtle shade to outright provocation. When Fever fans rushed to Clark's defense, Turner didn't back down. She doubled down, engaging in online skirmishes that made her a polarizing figure. It wasn't just a one-off comment or a stray post. Turner seemed to have a PhD in Twitter beef, dropping more hot takes than points in a game. She wasn't hiding behind a burner account either. These were full-on government name-attached in-your-face posts that left no doubt about her feelings. And now, in a plot twist worthy of a Hollywood thriller, she's wearing a Fever jersey. You can almost hear the collective gasp from Indianapolis to Iowa City. Turner's first move as a Fever player didn't exactly smooth things over. Most free agents, when they sign with a new team, post something along the lines of, "Thrilled to join the organization, can't wait to get to work." Not Turner. Instead, she took to X and essentially told Fever fans to deal with it. In a series of posts that read like a manifesto, she laid out her terms. Don't come for her if she makes a bad play. Don't expect her to change her online advocacy. And if you don't like it, feel free to support one of the other 150 WNBA players. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Stephanie White and Amber Kelly. The Fever's brain trust has been lauded for their savvy moves, turning a struggling franchise into a contender in just a few seasons. White, a coaching prodigy with a knack for getting the most out of her players, and Kelly, a GM who's mastered the art of roster building, seemed untouchable. Their free agency haul was a masterclass, signing shooters to space the floor for Clark, adding veterans to steady the ship, and creating a culture of winning.
The WNBA, I keep telling you that the WNBA is a hypocrite league, and they're filled with bullshitters and liars, and it just...
Fans were ready to build statues outside the arena. So how did they greenlight a move that's got the fan base in open revolt? Did they lose a bet? Spin a wheel and land on Turner's name? Or, more alarmingly, did they not do their homework? A quick Google search, or let's be real, a 5-second scroll through X, would have shown Turner's history of clashing with Fever fans. Did no one in the front office think to check her social media? It's not like she was subtle about it. Her tweets were in HD, time-stamped, and ready for the world to see. The bigger question is whether Caitlin Clark had any say in this decision. Clark, the face of the franchise, isn't just a player. She's the Fever's North Star. Every move is made with her in mind, from the players they sign to the plays they run. It's hard to imagine White and Kelly making a move this polarizing without at least consulting her. You can picture Clark's phone buzzing with the news, her eyes narrowing as she reads Turner's name.
Love it. They woke up and chose violence today. I feel myself getting stronger. I feel myself getting bigger.
Did she give the green light? Did she take a deep breath and say, "Fine, let's make it work"? Or was she as blindsided as the fans? One thing's for sure, if Clark wasn't on board, this move is an even bigger gamble. Pairing her with a player who spent the last year subtweeting her is like asking LeBron James to share the court with Draymond Green right after a playoff scuffle. It's messy, it's risky, and it's got drama written all over it. Speaking of drama, let's talk about the fans. Fever Nation is a different breed. They're ride or die, the kind of supporters who'll boo you into oblivion if you cross their stars. You could be the best rebounder in WNBA history, but if you've said something spicy about Clark, you're getting the cold shoulder in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That's just how they roll. Turner's signing isn't just a basketball move, it's personal. Fans have receipts and they're not afraid to pull them out. Every tweet, every shady comment, every time Turner went after Clark or the Fever is now being dissected like it's evidence in a courtroom. Remember that time she called us delusional? One fan posted. Yeah, good luck getting a standing ovation. Another chimed in, she's about to be the most booed player in Fever history. The fan base's memory is long and forgiveness is not their strong suit. Turner could average a double-double next season, and fans would still be side-eyeing her like, nice stats. But what about that tweet from February?
Feed me. Feed me more. Feed me more.
So why did the Fever do this? What's the logic behind signing a player who's already alienated the fan base before playing a single minute? One theory is that White and Kelly are playing the long game. Turner's defensive skills are undeniable, and the Fever have struggled to contain opposing bigs in recent seasons. With Clark running the show on offense, they need someone to anchor the other end of the floor. Turner fits the bill, a high-energy defender who can rebound, block shots, and set screens to free up Clark for those patented step-back threes. Maybe the front office believes her on-court contributions will outweigh the off-court noise. Maybe they think she'll win over fans once they see her locking down Aja Wilson or grabbing 15 boards in a playoff game. Or maybe, just maybe, they're banking on Turner toning down her social media antics now that she's in a Fever uniform. That last part, though, seems like a stretch. Turner's posts after the signing suggest she's not backing down. "I have low expectations for Twitter," she wrote, "and I'm content that many will reject my takes."
Brianna Turner is a rim protector / high-level rebounder and all-around defensive stalwart. Woo! Let them know. 2-time WNBA All-Defensive First Team and NCAA National Champion from Notre Dame.
She even leaned into her activism, citing her MA in social justice and human rights as a reason she'll keep speaking out. I have interest in a life outside of my playing career, she added, making it clear she's not here to play the popularity game. That's admirable in its own way. Standing your ground takes guts, but it's a risky move when you're joining a team with a fan base as protective as the Fevers. Fans don't mind activism. Many embrace it. What they don't appreciate is a player who seems to thrive on confrontation, especially when it's aimed at them. Turner's Twitter fingers, as one fan put it, are her biggest liability. You can't play for a passionate fan base like the Fevers, or for that matter, the Lakers, Real Madrid, or any high-pressure franchise, if you let social media get under your skin. Let's pivot to the basketball side for a moment, because it's easy to get lost in the dram.
Brianna Turner is back in Indiana. Welcome back. Welcome back. First person CDS. Shout out to Chick Stick Scars. Hard pass. This is